Hello everyone, welcome back to our operating system course. In the previous class, we have learned what operating system is. Today, we are going to understand where the operating system is located inside a computer and how a user communicates with the hardware. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand the complete architecture of an operating system. So, let's get started. At the top, we have user. A user can be anyone who uses the computer. For example, a student, a programmer, an office employee, or even you and me. But there is something most important is the user never communicate directly with the hardware. Between the user and the hardware, we have application programs. These are the programs we use every day. For example, Google Chrome, MS Word, VLC Media Player, Photoshop, Visual Studio Code, and many more. Whenever you want to browse the internet, you open Chrome. Whenever you want to type a document, you open Microsoft Word. These applications helps user perform specific task. Okay, but there is an interesting part is, can Chrome directly access the CPU? Can Microsoft Word directly use RAM? The answer is what? No. Every application must first communicate with the operating system. The operating system acts like a manager. It receives requests from the applications and decides how the hardware should be used. At the bottom, we have the hardware. The hardware includes what? The CPU, memory or RAM, the storage devices like SSD or HDD, keyboards, mouse, printer, and other input output devices. So these are the physical components of the computer. So now let's understand the complete process with an example. Suppose you double click on Google Chrome. What happens first? You click the Chrome icon. The Chrome immediately sends a request to the operating system. The operating system checks whether enough memory is available. If memory is available, it allocates RAM to Chrome. Next, the operating system loads the Chrome files to the SSD to RAM. Then what happens? It tells the CPU start executing the program. The CPU begins executing Chrome's instructions. Within a few seconds, Chrome opens on your screen. So notice something very important. Chrome never talks directly to the CPU. Chrome never talks directly to RAM. Everything goes through the operating system. So you might be wondering, why can't application directly access the hardware? Imagine thousands of applications trying to control the CPU, RAM, printer, and storage at the same time. There would be a complete chaos. Different applications should overwrite each other's memory, fight for CPU time, or even crash the entire system. The operating system prevents this. It acts like a central controller or a manager every hardware resource efficiently. Okay, so let's quickly revise. The user interacts with the applications. The applications communicate with the operating system. The operating system manages the hardware, and the hardware performs the actual work. Simply remember this order: user, application, operating system, hardware.